It's here, I got a serger. So after months and weeks of researching and figuring out which one I went with the Serger S0230, the Making the Cut Edition serger. Now my one issue is I have to clear off my desk to have room so that I can put my sewing machine and the serger on top. I found this extra table that was originally over in this corner. We are also in the process of kind of packing up some of our stuff. So I have an extra table, and then I am going to move some of these items that were on that table into little boxes so I can use this table to put next to my sewing desk. And that will hold some of those little drawers that I have that are filled with my notions. And then basically all these items are just going to slide down so that I have the room to put the table next to the desk and then still have everything within reach. Now for my cubbies, to move this little cubby cabinet itself, I'm going to have to take each one of these out. I did a video kind of explaining why I love these, and I even did another one of organizing it. So be sure to check those out, but this is a little unstable once you take the cubbies out of it. So I'm going to be really careful moving it and kind of sliding it out of the way so that I don't break it at all. But once I do that, I will then be able to move the desk down itself and probably clear off some of the desk. So let's move this. So I do have a little room now here, so what I'm going to be doing is sliding everything else down so that it fills up that space, and then the table will go on the other side. So now that the desk is moved, I can start to add that second table to the side. This will allow me to have more space to put the serger up on the desk. So I now have room on my desk, so the serger is going to be going right up there. So I think we have finally made it to the time of the unboxing. So this is what the box looks like. This is the Serger Making the Cut Edition. It is the blue color. As you can tell, the S0230. On the side, you'll see it says like that $99. It's just talking about the different coupons that came inside. Now I got this through Amazon, and as you can tell on the side, it was slightly damaged. So I'm hoping that does not affect anything on the inside of it. Now let's get to unboxing. It was relatively easy to open. I just used some scissors and was able to gently pull it open, and I was able to get inside. So when you first open it, what you see on top is you have all these different little pamphlets. There's those coupons that it was talking about. It has some information like safety information cards as well. So I put those to the side. In addition, you see you have like it's in multiple different languages, kind of describing about sewing, the little pamphlets from Serger about different things, and then there is a quick start guide for you. So I think that's going to be really helpful in threading the machine later, as very similar to how everyone's talked about before, it is color coded. Once you have those moved out of the way, you can see that we have this bag here with the pedal as well as the cord to plug it in. And then in addition, you have this extra bag, and these are all those little accessories, so we'll go through what those are in a second. Once I had all that done though, you can take the styrofoam off, and here is the serger itself. It looks so pretty. I'm so excited about it. The blue color just looks so nice. And so I'm going to take this out of the box next. So here's what it looks like. It fits perfectly on the desk. I took off the plastic so I could see really what it starts to look like. What I need to do, you can see that it has those 4 different color threads already pre-threaded for you. And then there is something I noticed was it has these suction cups on the bottom, and for my IKEA desk that I have, it really sticks. So that was something that I was not expecting. In addition, it has this little pre-done piece to show that it was working. The 4 different color threads as I was talking about earlier, and then you can see that they do have the extra thread, so that I saw some people saying there's kind of like a cheat way to thread it where you put your threads that you have and then you just kind of use the colors to help guide it through so that you don't actually have to go through the process of threading it yourself. So now I can pull this up, and it goes pretty high. It looks like it does what it's supposed to so far. I'm so excited to use it, and everything's looking really good. You can see it says Serger Making the Cut, and then this did take me a second to figure out how to open it, but I just moved along. So I had the knob on the side, you had the different places for the thread to go, and then on the other side we have our different tension stitches, as well as I guess if we want to cut the fabric or not trimming off the fabric. So everything looks like it is here, everything looks like it is how it's supposed to be. So I think it's now time to start to go through our little accessory packet that it came with. So it all came in this little plastic bag. I do think I'm going to try to figure out a different place to put these so that I don't lose them. It came with some replacement needles. Next, it came with a little screwdriver. So I'm going to guess this has something to do with the cleaning of the serger as well as threading. It came with some little tweezers, which I know that those are related to threading as well. And then it had this little L hook. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be for yet. And then it came with this little piece, which I do not know what it is going to be for yet, so that is going to take some research to figure out what it is. Next we have our power cords. This looks very similar to any sewing machine pedal and cord that you may find, especially if you've had Singers before. I've had a Singer sewing machine once, so it looks exactly the same. So there is a spot on the side next to the power switch, and that's where you plug it in at. It was a little difficult at first for me to plug it in. You just really had to push it on. And then once you did that, for mine, the machine was already turned on. So as soon as I plugged it into the wall, the light came on, everything, you know, kind of lit up as you would expect it to, and this is what it looks like. So it looks really pretty. I did finally figure out how to open this. So you push it to the side and then open it down. And you see that we do have the little instructions on how you thread it. 2 of these are for the needles, and then 2 are kind of like for the bobbins, or I guess like the underneath stitches. And all of this is also listed on that quick start guide. It appears as well. We can see our double needles though. We can see kind of how the threading looks. As most people have pointed out before, this is definitely much more complicated than your normal sewing machine, so it is going to take me some time. I'm not going to try to thread it myself the first time. I also know that these are kind of a lot easier to damage in a way, so I got some thread. I'm probably going to be watching some videos on how to use this for the first few projects, but I'm so excited to get started. If you want to follow along with my adventures, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.